Welcome to this live session where I will be talking to you guys about how you can utilize Canva in your business. Now, one of the things I always say is that Canva is more than just a design tool. And if you're the new, then that's something you would realize and know. Canva is way more than a design tool. Over the years, Canva has evolved into this tool that you can utilize for designing your presentations and social media graphics, but more so even your videos as well as websites, right? And in this session, I'm going to dive a little deeper into how you can utilize Canva and how I have personally utilized Canva in my business. So in the chat, I'd love for you to comment. If you're joining me live, comment and let me know what is one way you hope to use Canva more this year. So a lot of us has invested in Canva Pro or Canva Teams, but are you really leveraging Canva to the best of your ability and to its full potential? So there are so many apps and features and tools, and a lot of us sometimes get a little bit overwhelmed, right? But more than that, you want to design, but maybe you don't consider yourself a designer, and really and truly you don't have to. But what you want to do and be able to do is how to utilize Canva and understand the principles and know where to find the features and know where to find the tools. And in this session, I'm going to give you just that. I'm going to share with you how you can utilize Canva as your one-stop tool for business. All right, so drop that in the comments and let me know what you're looking forward to learning in this session and what you're looking forward to. But before I dive into this session, I'd love to share with you an upcoming masterclass that I have where I will be showing you guys how you can utilize Canva like a pro to run your business. So you'll learn from me strategies to streamline your workflow, to save time and elevate your brand using Canva. So you'll be able to feel more confident about using Canva for your business, whether it's creating a visual brand identity, streamline your workflow to boost your online presence this year, because a lot of us have big goals this year and really and truly, you don't want to be all over the place trying to figure it out. So I'm going to share with you some strategies that I have utilized, implemented in my business that can help you. And I'm going to also share with you how you can be more efficient with social media content creation and social media scheduling. Now, that's a big one because a part of business in 2025 is utilizing social media, but not only that, being consistent and being more efficient in the entire process, right? I'm going to show you all of that in this masterclass, which will run for 2 hours. And I'm even thinking if I need to add an extra hour because this will be a deep dive. You can come with all your questions, all the queries that you have, you share your challenges, and I will explore that with you and show you how you can utilize Canva. Plus, I'm going to introduce you to some Canva AI tools and Canva apps to help to boost your productivity. Now, I'm offering this masterclass at a special rate for $47 and it runs for 3 days. So it's a limited offer, right? So you sign up today for $47 and you will get access to this session. So this session will go live on February 1st at 10 a.m. So that's a Saturday, and you will join me live. My classes are normally intimate, so you can expect to ask me questions and I hear you and I answer them and you won't be overwhelmed at all. So this isn't just another design tutorial, but more of a behind the scenes of how I personally utilize Canva and how you can utilize Canva as well to save time, stay consistent, and run your business like a pro. Now, I am excited about that. So if you want to learn how to utilize Canva in that way to run your business and to be more efficient in 2025, as whether you're a solopreneur or if you have a small team, this session is for you. And what will be included? Replay session. You'll get bonus resources. I have a bonus resource, which is the Canva content creation toolkit that will help you to get started after this masterclass. So you don't have to think about what next do you need to do. I am giving you the resources to get started. All right. And so this masterclass is for you if you consider yourself someone who is busy. Maybe you have a 9 to 5, but you also have a business, or maybe you have a small team, or you've just recently transitioned into entrepreneurship and you use Canva as a tool and you want more than just the basics. You want a deeper dive. This session is for you. So like I said, this session is for $47. I'm offering that session for $47 for a limited time, 3 days only, because the original price is actually $97. So you actually save $50, right? And you don't want to miss this exclusive opportunity to learn from me on how you can streamline your workflow, create professional designs, and elevate your business using Canva. Right, so that's the session I have for you guys. And if you want to sign up, you can join. And you can see the link here. I'm going to drop the link in the chat for you guys. I hope to get better at Canva. I see this comment. I hope to get better at Canva. I love that. So this session will be for you, especially if you want to learn to be more efficient in your business. So it's not just about just designing, all right? It's more about how can you be more efficient as it relates to your workflow. So I'm going to drop that link, or actually the link to this session, where you can go ahead and sign up today. All right, so let's dive into this masterclass, or it's not really a masterclass, but I could probably consider it that. But I want to just introduce you to this session today. But before I dive in, I want to tell you just a little bit about the role of Canva in my business. So now, yes, outside of being a Canva design community ambassador and loving Canva and always talking about Canva, one of the things I do as a business owner and a content creator who's just creating content on YouTube and Instagram and LinkedIn is I use it for more than just designing. I create my social media graphics for every platform you can think about. I create my presentations for training sessions. Even for this session, I created my slides using Canva. But more than that, I even create like service guides and what would I say, client proposals, and even create training hubs for my clients on Canva. So I use features such as the Canva websites, and I utilize features as Canva for presentations and Canva videos to get everything done. And the bonus is I utilize Canva third-party apps. Now, some of the apps that we're already using, they are integrated with Canva. That's the number one thing I want to let you know. So if, for instance, you use email marketing, which I highly suggest you do. So if you use tools like MailChimp, or you utilize other social media tools or scheduling tools like Metricool or Later, you can just easily import your designs from Canva into these tools. So you don't have to worry about creating the content, downloading the content, then uploading it to another platform. Not at all. You can easily integrate everything that you have created in Canva to these tools. So I'm going to dive into that and share with you exactly how. The first thing is how to utilize Canva for social media. Now, one of the things is we're spending more time these days not only creating content but wanting to engage our audience, right? And social media is one of the main avenues a lot of persons are utilizing. We're seeing it here with the whole TikTok ban, and everybody is just in a fit about, the app being banned in the US specifically, right? And that's a big thing because a lot of persons really engage and connect with their audience via social media. Now, if you want to learn how to better to create your content in social media, I'm just going to take you behind the scenes of how I do that. So let me just jump here and share my screen so you guys can see exactly how I utilize Canva for social media from the standpoint of, one, creating the designs, and two, scheduling that design using integrated apps as well as different features. All right, so let's jump into that. In the comment section, I want you to comment and let me know, how are you currently using social media? Drop it in the comments and let me know. So if you're watching the replay, comment below, tell me how you're utilizing social media and how you hope to utilize social media more this year to be more efficient and also to engage and connect with your audience. All right, so let's dive into this. All right, so the first thing here, you're seeing my Canva home screen, and you're seeing all these designs I've created for my personal brand, for my business, as well as for clients. Now, one of the things I mentioned earlier is that you can create your graphics via social media. I think a lot of us know this. So whether you want to create those graphics for your YouTube thumbnails or you want to create for your Instagram, you can do it in Canva. So I'm going to show you something quickly here where I recently started this new feature on Canva, not Canva, sorry, but Instagram, where I'm like, you know what? I'm going to share with you a few of the things that I do behind the scenes in my business. So I call it This Week Unwrapped. And it's pretty much Instagram stories. And so with these Instagram stories, I'm just introducing persons to like videos and carousels and just making it a bit more interactive with persons who follow me, right? And so this is Instagram story. And if I wanted to, or I could easily go to share and select Instagram and schedule my post directly to Instagram. But what it suggests is that I can utilize my mobile app. So normally, how I used to do it in the past was that I would just jump on, use my phone, go, design everything in Canva, use my phone, download the what I'd say, the graphics, and then, go into stories and posting them one by one, right? That doesn't sound very efficient. However, with some of Canva's most integrated apps, I can go to the apps section, and because I utilize Metricool, which is a paid subscription that I have with them, I can just select the option for Metricool and I can say, well, I want to export my design to Metricool. So I'm going to select export, and I have the option to change the file type from JPEG to PNG, which is normally highly suggested, which is the PNG version. And then I am going to go to export, and I have the option to either compress the file or make the background transparent, depending on the type of design that you have, or I can select multiple pages. In this case, I'm going to select multiple pages and select export. If you're following me, just comment in the box and let me know. All right, so it says multiple page export isn't available for PNG and JPEG. All right, so I'm going to choose, let's go back here. And I'm going to choose one design. So select page one and export. Fine. So now that it has been exported, it's saying export completed, sorry, continue preparing your design for a post in Metricool. So now I'm going to select, and it's going to say about to leave Canva. Key thing I want you guys to be very mindful of is that some of these tools, third-party apps, if you don't have a paid version, it's not going to work efficiently, right? You're going to need to sign up or have an account. So like for Metricool, you need to have an account before you jump into this part, right? So I've already integrated and connected my app already, so I'm totally fine. So what you're seeing here is that one, I didn't need to download my graphic and then upload it to Metricool, right? I simply exported it to Metricool. Then it was able to, it literally popped up. No, the option I have here is two things. I can choose which platform I want. So if I want it on multiple social media platforms, I can go ahead and select those options. Or if I wanted to post it as a reel or a story, I could go ahead and do that as well. In this case, like I said, this graphic was created specifically for stories. So here's the thing that I love about this, right? So one, what I love is that I don't have to worry about going into Instagram and when I'm ready to post a story, doing it like manually or at the same time, right? I can schedule my stories. For me, honestly, sometimes our days get really busy doing actual client work, actually doing the work that we need to be doing in our business. And so this saves a lot of time, right? So I'm just going to go here and show you that one, you can easily schedule the time you want your story to be posted. And if you realize it is I cannot publish date with in the past, so that means I have to change the date. All right, so I have to go here, change the date, choose a time, and I can easily schedule my story, and that's it. If you utilize Metricool, you'll realize that one, it pops up on my calendar of when the post will go live. Any questions on me, drop it in the comments below and let me know. So that's how easy it is for you to, one, create your content in social media via Canva, schedule it to the social media platform of your choice using third-party apps like Metricool. I'm going to go ahead and show you another way in which you can schedule your content using Canva. Now I'm going back to my home page and I am going to choose a carousel. So if you follow me on Instagram, which is at careydigital.co, you'd have possibly seen this post, which is a carousel post that I created. Now, one of the things I can go here and do as well is to export these files again to Metricool. All right, so let's go to, hold on, let's find it. By the way, if for any reason, right, you probably brought up an app and you're not sure where to find it, you can always scroll all the way to the bottom of your page and find the app or any other design that you are working on before. So I'm going to go back to Metricool. Also want to share that you can even add your hashtags via this platform. All right, so I'm going to go to here, and again, I can go back to export. I can choose or increase the quality of my design. Very important, especially if you want to ensure that you're creating graphics or content that has great quality. And, you know, just to build a credibility and be sure about what you're doing and so your audience can trust you and you're not doing any shabby work. This is important, right? Again, I can go here and choose one if I wanted it as a video. So let's see how that works. All right, let's go. So it's exported and it's taking some time. So like I said, Canva is not only for designing, but you can also utilize this tool for scheduling your content to any platform of your choice. Now, we have to practice some patience here because if your files are heavy, like my files here, include a lot of video content, right? And this will take some time for it to be processed. So we can, you know, practice some patience, probably find something else to do in the meantime. But the truth is you can do all of this via Canva. All right, so I'm checking my comments if there are any new comments for me here. All right, good. Let's go back to our design and see. All right, no comments. If you are watching the replay, please comment and let me know what is something you want to learn more about in Canva this year. Is there something that you really have it as a pain point or you have this desire to use Canva better? You can go ahead and drop that in the comments and I'll be sure to respond to you. All right, so now that my file is exported to Metricool, I'm going to select continue with Metricool, similar to what I did before. And now you realize I have a video, right? So I can play the video here. And we're seeing everything. One of the things that I would suggest you do oftentimes before you transport or export a video, I would say to look at the transitions between each slide. So sure, this initially was a carousel post and I decided in a moment to transform it into a video. But normally you want to keep your audience engaged. You don't want to bore them, or, you know, our audience normally have short attention span. One of the things you really want to do in this case is to ensure that the transitions between each page or slide is short, engaging enough based on your audience. So important to note is you have to know your audience and know how to, you know, garner the attention, but also keep that or retain that attention, right? So now that I've selected it for Instagram, I can go ahead and say post, because ideally I would want this as a post. And nowadays, you know that with Instagram, once you create like a carousel or a video, it's going to be published as a reel, right? It gives it that option and leverage. Now I can go ahead and I can include my caption here. So I can include my caption. I can go ahead and add my emojis from Metricool. I can go ahead and add my hashtags, right? So if you're the first time hearing about Metricool, it's really an efficient tool. I personally like it. I've been using other tools over the years and recently started using Metricool, and I think it's pretty good as a tool for scheduling social media content. Again, I have the option to choose if I want to auto-publish my post, as well as choose my date and so on. So that's how easy it is for you to schedule your content from Canva to, right, schedule your content from Canva to social media. With me? All right, great. So the next thing I want to talk about here, I'm going to share my screen again. And what I want to talk about is some third-party apps that you can utilize for social media. And these third-party apps include how can you preview your graphic or your post before you actually schedule them. So I'm going to go to the section that says apps, which is on the left-hand tab of my of Canva, sorry. And then I'm going to type in social preview. So social preview is one of those apps that is a third-party app, right? For this particular app, you don't have to sign up for, you don't have to sign up for anything. You don't have to request permission. But I want to point out to you is that sometimes you need to have permission to use some of these third-party apps. So social preview isn't one of those apps. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to use it for an existing design. Key to note here as well, if you're going to use this as a, what would I say, as an existing design, you need to have your designs saved in a folder. So if you are not very organized, you want to start creating your designs and saving them to a folder. I'm going to show you that in just a bit, how you can do that easily. So you can be more organized, find your graphics easier, right? Or you can do it for a new design. So I'm going to explore this for an existing design. I'm looking for my folders. So I created a folder just for this session, right? As you see here, YouTube session, right? And I have my graphic here. Now that my graphic is open, social preview pops up on the left-hand tab. And what you're seeing is the option to export your design to create a preview. Now, as I said earlier, social preview, like it says, is for you to preview your graphics just to ensure you have the right aspect ratio and dimension for your designs. And so for this graphic that I created, it was created for an Instagram post. So if I go ahead and choose YouTube, right, what will happen is that the dimension that I have for this graphic will not match the one for YouTube. And so for those of you who don't consider yourself very savvy with Canva, or you're not sure sometimes about the aspect ratio for each of these social media platforms, you can go ahead and utilize this tool. So you can just be sure, because what you don't want to be on social media and posting. You don't want to be on social media and posting like a graphic that is not matching the what would I say, the aspect ratio, right? I guess we get that point. All right. So let's take a look. Now that I've selected Instagram, again, I can go here, I can compress the quality, but in this case, I really don't need to do that, right? So I'm just going to do an export and just get a preview of what this design would look like as a carousel post. While we wait, I just want to remind you about my upcoming Canva Masterclass on how you can utilize Canva like a pro in your business. Now, one of the things that popped up here is that we cannot create a preview for multiple designs. So just select one page, and that's totally fine. So I'm going to select Instagram again, and I'm going to select the current page, which is page 1, and I'm going to export. All right, perfect. If you look on the left-hand tab of my page, what you'll realize is, one, I can create a title for this particular post, though it's not necessary, to be honest, but it's just giving you an idea of what it would look like. So I'm going to write unforgettable moments here. And when I scroll down, I am seeing exactly if I should post like a caption, what it would look like in Canva, on Instagram rather. So this is what it looks like. You're seeing that everything is good in terms of the dimension. There's nothing, close to the edge of the page. There's nothing cutting off. There's nothing out of place. So this is just one of the ways you can utilize Canva apps such as Social Previewer just to be more efficient in your process. So the reason why I keep talking about efficiency and the importance of checking and ensuring, this is just pretty much quality checks, right? As a business owner, it's an important element of business. You want to be very mindful of how you're presenting yourself out there, especially with your brand. Your brand is a representation of you. It helps to build trust. It helps to build credibility. So it's not only about having really beautiful, nice designs, but more so, how do you show up? How do you present yourself in a consistent way? All right. If you have any questions about this app that I just shared, which is Social Previewer, just drop it in the comments below and let me know. All right. So now I am going to introduce you guys to another app that you can utilize in Canva for social media. Now, there is an app, I should say, called Social Below. Now, Social Below is one of those apps that is like your content creation companion, right? So you can, with the help of AI, you can use prompts to save time, right? So a lot of times you're probably kind of boggling in your brain, like, what do I come up with for this caption, right? You can use this as a guide, right? We're not saying not to use our brains now, but just use AI as it is for a guide, a companion to help you to be more efficient and to save time. In this case as well, I'm going to go to an existing design and I'm going to look for the folder that I created to find my design. So I'm going to type in the name of my folder, going back to the same design I had earlier, just to show you how you can utilize Social Below. Now, one of the things about Social Below, this is also about one, design enhancement, but also quality check. So with Social Below, what it asks is you, what do you want to create? One, I don't have to only utilize this app for social media, but I can use it to write an article or a blog post or captions. But the one I'm going to show you today is how to review your design. Again, this is perfect for you, right? This is perfect for you if you are not, or you don't consider yourself very strong in design. You probably don't think you have very good eye with designs. This particular tool, app, will help you significantly. So I selected design review. Now it's going to ask me for visual reference, and I'm going to say use current design, right? But before I select the option to export, I could go ahead here and say provide a review of the layout of my design. I can continue with so much more. And this is important for you to know. So with this particular app, the interaction uses 101 tokens. Now, here's the thing. You're not necessarily required to sign up for an account with Social Below, but you need to just be mindful that this app takes tokens. And for me, I currently have 5,000 tokens remaining, right? So if you want to learn more about tokens and how they're used, you can choose or go to their website for support to learn more, right? But currently we have so many tokens remaining, so I'm just going to show you how I can utilize it. A key thing here, while it says keywords and topics, you can just literally, probably if you want to include like a prompt, to just say, hey, provide a review of this layout, or if I want to tell me if I'm using the correct colors, that kind of thing. It will give you the feedback that you need so you can go ahead and make the necessary changes or improvements. All right. So the first thing is I'm going to select create content, and now it's generating my content. Again, it will take a few moments, and here we are. So on the left hand tab, one of the things I said here is, well, what pops up is engage in a meaningful and informative review related to the given design, provide insights, exchange ideas, explore various aspects of the design using the keywords, right? Fine. So here's what it says. The layout of your design, demonstrates a clear and intuitive structure. Key elements are strategically placed, ensuring a smooth visual flow. The use of the white space helps to avoid clutter and enhances readability, and on and on. So what you're seeing here, it is giving me a feedback on my design. So if I said, like I said before, if you don't consider yourself a strong designer, this is a perfect tool for you to utilize that will help you with your content creation, right? Another thing, it did say something, so it's giving me some suggestions. However, consider refining the typography for better hierarchy and consistency. Additionally, ensure that interactive elements are easily distinguishable to improve user experience. Now, this is a bonus, right? Overall, the design is visually appealing and functional, effective, with minor adjustments needed for optimization. I don't think I need a better tool than this, right? So yes, once you start utilizing this tool, it giving you feedback, one of the things you can start doing more of is like, wow, it is teaching you how to become a better designer. You probably don't want to become a graphic designer, but it is giving you insights on how you can make your designs better in Canva, right? So these are some of the things and the tools you can utilize in Canva to be more efficient and effective with your designs in Canva. So I see I have more persons joining me live, and I just want to remind you guys that I have an upcoming masterclass on February 1, which is a Saturday at 10 a.m., where I'll be introducing you guys to one, how to utilize Canva for your business, how to utilize Canva as a pro in your business. So from today, January 20 to January 22nd, you can access this masterclass at a special discounted rate of $47 US. The price increases to its original price at $97, right? So if you want to learn more and sign up, you can visit my website at careydigital.co. I've dropped the link in the chat, so you can just easily, right? You can easily visit the website. And if you have any questions about this masterclass, if there's something you want to learn, if there's a challenge that you have, then I'll be touching on all of that in this masterclass. I'm talking about how to be efficient in your content creation process, how to streamline your workflow, and so on. So I'm going to jump into the other section of this presentation, where I'm going to talk to you about how to utilize Canva for emails and lead generation. Now, this is a big one because one, yes, we're all utilizing social media to build awareness, to increase our reach, and eventually to convert those. All the effort and the work you're putting into social media is really to convert them into leads and to, convert them into clients, right? And so one of the things you want to do or be able to do is know how to use the third-party apps in Canva to be better at saving your time in the content creation process. No, I know not everyone uses MailChimp, but MailChimp has a really good integration with Canva that I absolutely love, right? So a lot of the tools that I utilize, like for my website, which is Squarespace and Canva, MailChimp has an integration that I like, right? So I'm going to go ahead and share with you one, the integration with MailChimp in terms of when I create my designs in MailChimp, and then two, how you can utilize like lead magnets or create your lead magnets in Canva. So let me just jump over here, and I'm going to do that right now. All right, so I'm going to home, and I am going to the section in Canva that's called projects. Going to my folders, right? Remember, I was talking to you guys earlier about being organized. Key, big key, right? So one, I have some resources that I created here in Canva, right? So this is like a resource worksheet, and I'm going to include it in my newsletter that I'm sending out to probably persons who have signed up for a masterclass, signed up for a training. So I'm going to follow up with them, right? So I'm going to go to the section that says apps and MailChimp. So I'm going to show you guys actually two ways in which you can do it. I'm going to show you from the Canva side, and I'm also show you from the MailChimp side. All right, so I have MailChimp here. Ooh, hold on. Let's try this again. All right, let me go back here. Let me just go home. Apps. MailChimp. All right, perfect. Not sure what's happening there, but we have MailChimp. So if you're having any issues in terms of finding a particular app via your design, you can always come to the section that says apps, type in the particular app you're looking for and select it. So I've selected MailChimp and it says use in an existing design or use a new design. You can go ahead and use a new design. If you select new design, one, you can choose from any of the options here to create your designs. I even have the option to choose email newsletter, so I can create a newsletter from here. This is one of the things I'll be showing you guys in my masterclass, how to create your newsletter from Canva and integrate it into MailChimp. But for right now, I'm just showing you how you can easily integrate or export your graphics from Canva into MailChimp, right? So use in existing design. Again, I'm looking for the folder that I created before. And I am going to go to my design here. All right, so while that is loading, all right, so it says loaded, and now, all right, my design is loaded. Good. Let me close these other tabs. And we are going to, not sure what's going on here, but let's do a quick check here. MailChimp, not doing that. Okay, let's do another workaround. We can go to share, right? Once you go to share, let's see all. And I'm going to scroll all the way down. Right, so I'm scrolling all the way down to ensure that I find the way to export my designs. All right. All right, let me go ahead and share again. 1 second, guys. Let's get back in here. Let's jump on. All right, so I'm going to go back and share my screen for you guys. Homepage, Canva. All right, so like I said, we have our design here. So we're having just a little bit of issue just now in terms of bringing it up, but there are many ways to do one thing in Canva. That's one of the things I like as well. So I'm going to go to the option that says share. Then I'm going to scroll all the way down until I see, I'm going to select see all. Then I am going to choose the option for MailChimp. Right, social, messaging, and MailChimp, right? So now that we have MailChimp up, one, I have the option to select all 3 pages, or I can select 1 page. In this case, I'm going to select 1 page. Then I'm going to go save, which is prepare my design for MailChimp. Right. And I now going to view it in MailChimp, right? So the MailChimp app is, or website is coming up, and I have the option to see all the designs that I've created. So one, what you'll realize here is that the design that I created in Canva has been exported to MailChimp, right? And so now when I'm going to go and create a new campaign, right, I can just easily, I'm going to just use testing here for this purpose. right? I can, let's close this, all right? I can go ahead. Of course, if you use MailChimp, you'd probably be very familiar with this. I choose who I'm sending my email to, who it's coming from, the subject, the time, and so on. But in the section that's most important for us here is design email, right? I think probably I should have actually chosen one of my previous designs. So let me just choose this one. All right, so I have some templates saved in Canva, in MailChimp. I use Canva so much, I talk about it all the time, right? So I have my design here, or my email rather. So now that I want to input the graphic that I have, I can simply go to the section that says image, right? So I drag and drop it here. And then I'm going to look for my design by browsing images. And like you see, the design that I created in Canva was already exported, and I can just easily insert the design. Again, a very efficient way to create your designs in Canva and use it with third-party apps like MailChimp, right? Another thing is, by the way, in the comments, if you use another mail platform or a newsletter platform other than MailChimp, please to comment in the box below. I'd love to hear what you guys are using so I can, export as well and share with you how you can possibly utilize that tool or platform as well for your business. All right. So I've inserted my design, which is easy peasy, but there's another option, right? You might have realized earlier where when I selected image, I'm just going to drop it here. And I'm going to select add. I'm going to choose browse images, right? If you, on the left-hand tab of this page, what you'll realize, I have many options, or multiple options, I would say, to upload a graphic, an image, or anything at all. But I also have the option to select Canva. So I'm going to select Canva. And what you'll realize here is that all the designs that I've created in Canva, all the graphics, everything that I've created in Canva, I can literally scroll through, and again, I can select what I want to utilize or which image I want to utilize in this newsletter. Listen, if you don't say this is a game changer, I don't know what else is. But this is one of my favorite features in Canva, right? So I think I jump the gun here. So let's go back here. 1 second. Okay, so all the designs were selected, were uploaded rather. And I can just choose the one I want to utilize and insert it, right? So these are just some easy ways in which you can utilize Canva for your business. So drop in the comments below and let me know if you have been following. Is there anything that you're like, yeah, man, Carey, I can see where I can utilize Canva in my workflow to save myself some time, whether from content creation for social media to emails, right? So that's just one way. Utilize Canva for your emails. If you utilize MailChimp, thumbs up to you. It's an easy integration. But I'm sure for other newsletters and platforms, there's also an integration and an easier way to make the process more efficient in your business. So that's for emails. Let's talk a little bit about lead generation and how you can create those lead magnets, right? So your lead magnets can be PDFs. It can be a video. It can be so many things, right? And with Canva, of course, you have the option of creating everything in Canva, right? So if it's a video, it's a presentation, and so on and so forth, you can go ahead and do that. So from a lead generation standpoint, I'm just going to show you lead magnets that you can create. So I'm going to go ahead here and share with you how you can utilize this as an option. So one of the things I'm going to do, I'm going to go to my section called projects. Like I said, projects is where you find all your designs, all your photos, everything that you have uploaded is in this one section. And so if you want to be more organized, I highly suggest using your folders. This is just another way as well as just improving and streamlining your workflow. Create your folders, add your designs to your folders, add your images to the folders. I still have some work to do, to be honest, in just cleaning it up a bit, but this is just a very good structured way to help me to organize and find my designs easily, especially because I'm working with so many clients, as well as creating so many designs, videos, that kind of thing in Canva. You can also find your brand templates here, your images here, your videos here. And you can even sort based on time, last year. So you're seeing all the graphics I created last year here, or every upload I have from last year. You can see what I did yesterday, and so on and so forth, right? And you can also sort based on time, alphabetical order. The list goes on. I can even change the view, right? So these are just some quick things you can do to help you to be organized in Canva. This is just a quick plug, by the way. All right. So what I am doing now is looking for, right, a previous lead magnet that I created. So the template collection that I created, right? So I have, what you're seeing here are my designs, and I can either scroll through and look for all the designs, or I could just easily go to the folder, right? So I already have my folder. I have 2 folders actually. So it's just for me to know which ones. So for this one, if you realize, these are just all the images that I have, right? So I'm going to go back. And then I have another folder. Oh, so this is actually taken to my brand kit. Let's go back. Let's go back one more time. Right. So this is the actual folder I'm looking for, right? Which includes like the graphics and the images and everything. So now I'm looking for a lead magnet that was created, right? And you see, I'm scrolling through. It's important for you to know exactly where you save your files and have proper naming conventions for your files as well. All right, so this is a lead magnet that I created in Canva. This is just something you can do as well. You can come into Canva, create your own lead magnet. You can purchase templates from me because I have a template shop on Creative Market as well. So I'll drop that link in the chat below, or in the comments rather. So if you want templates for your business, you can go to my shop and purchase templates. So I have these templates that are, yes, sure, you can get your templates on Canva, but these templates normally have suggested copy in these templates and normally created based on a specific niche, right? So you can check out my shop. Like I said, I will drop the link in the chat below, or in the comments rather, so you can find it. I saw comments. I just checking my comments here. I see Kishel says, well, hello, Elle, it's really a game changer. Thank you for that comment. What exactly do you consider a game changer? I think everything that is just easy to use in terms of integration with Canva is just a game changer. Once you know how to find them, and based on how your brain works and you start exploring, definitely a game changer. Thank you for commenting, Kishel. Hope I'm not butchering your name. All right. So I'm jumping back here. So I've dropped the link to my template shop, which is on Creative Market, and you can check that out if you want, templates created for your specific niche. So like I was saying earlier, you can create your lead magnet on Canva. So whether it's a workbook, a worksheet, that kind of thing, you can go ahead, create it in Canva, and then you have the option to download it as a PDF, right, which is normally suggested. Or if you want to make your workbook fillable, that is also something you can do. I have some videos on my channel. It's actually one of my top viewed videos where you can learn how to make your PDF and workbooks fillable using a third-party app. No, that is not something you can currently do in Canva. I'm exploring that a bit more. I have some upcoming videos that I'll touch on regarding that. But you can make your workbook fillable. So you create your lead magnet in Canva. You can also share the link, to your audience via MailChimp or any other newsletter that you utilize. So these are just some easy ways in which you can be more efficient. If you want a deeper dive and integration on how to utilize Canva, I am introducing you guys to join, or inviting you guys rather, to join my masterclass, which is my Canva masterclass, right? which will be held on February 1 at 10 a.m., where I will be taking you guys through strategies to streamline your workflow, to save time and elevate your brand using Canva. So this is just a time for, if you want to be confident about using Canva, to learn how to be more efficient with utilizing Canva, to create your brand identity, to boost your online presence, right? In terms of creating social media graphics, scheduling them, to a platform of your choice, whether you're using third-party apps like Later or Metricool. These are things that I'll be diving deeper into, and I'll be doing it in 2 hours. I'm still considering if I need to add an extra hour, because I know it's going to be a power-packed session, and I want you to leave with actionable tips, not just tips, but just know-how of how to utilize Canva. So I'm going to also introduce you to some AI tools for Canva, Canva apps. And if you register between today and January 22nd, which is on Wednesday, you get this masterclass at a discounted rate of $47. The original price for this masterclass is $97. And like I said earlier, this isn't just another design tutorial but more of a deeper dive. You come with your questions, you share the challenges that you're having, you share the vision that you have, probably even for your business if you're open to. And I will share with you how you can utilize Canva to help you to boost your productivity and pretty much growing your business, right? So thank you so much so far for just being so engaged and interactive. I see Kisha comment again, and she said she likes the newsletter integration. Okay, she likes the newsletter integration. It's one of my favorites. I must admit it. It is one of my favorites. It saves me a lot of time. All right, so now we are going to jump into how I use Canva for client work. Now, this is one of the ones that I recently started exploring a bit more, because I started to think, how can I make my client experience, what would I say, much better? I don't think much better is a word, but how can I improve my client's experience? And so one of the things, right? So if you're new to me, if it's the first time watching my live, then my background is in graphic designing, digital marketing, and I'm a Canva ambassador, right? But one of the things I do very often when working with clients is, one, I do training sessions. So I'm doing a lot of presentations. I'm creating a lot of resource sheets. I am doing all of these things, and I want my clients to be able to find all the resources that I'm sharing easily. I don't want to be sending them an email with all these multiple links to find probably a video or a resource, or recording for training. So that's even something you will explore and be able to experience when you join me for my masterclass. You'll realize I have a hub for you to find all the resources at the end of the session, the resource sheets, the videos, everything, right? And so recently I've been exploring more, how can I utilize Canva, right? And this is perfect if you're just starting out in business, or you're trying to cut back on some spending, right? And you don't have the resources to be getting subscription for all of these apps. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to create a hub for my clients to easily find their resources and all their deliverables. So I'm going to introduce you to how I utilize Canva websites for this particular feature. All right, so comment below and let me know so far what has been the most exciting takeaway, or did you learn anything new from this session so far? If you have learned something new, drop it in the comments. Let me know. Was it Canva for social media? Was it Canva for emails and lead generation? Is there anything new that you learned, or if there something that you want to see that I didn't touch on? Comment below and let me know. All right. So I'm now going to introduce you guys to Canva and how I utilize Canva websites for my clients' work. All right. So let's jump. One second. All right, good. Perfect. So I'm on my home page, right? And on my home page, I'm changing the layout view here. I am going to go to projects. Like I said earlier, I've saved all my files in a folder for this session, and I'm going to search for it here. And let's scroll down. And what I've created is a client portal. So I'm looking for that file. Perfect. So I've created this client portal using Canva websites. Notice that it's something I can't do. Literally, Canva has made it so much easier for you to create the design your website using Canva. No, I'm not saying this takes away from getting a professional website designer, right? I'm not saying that at all. But what I'm saying is if there are creative ways in which you want to utilize Canva for websites, you can do it here. Maybe your website is currently being updated, or you're doing a refresher, or you just want to direct persons to just a landing page, so you're not sending them all over the place. They want a central place to find whatever it is, a sale that you're running, a promotion that you're doing, a product you're selling. You can create it using Canva websites, and pretty much it works very similarly, right? Canva websites work very similarly. So if you're creating a presentation, so think about it, you're probably creating a presentation in Canva, you create a presentation, and then you can even transform it into a website, right? So just think about it in terms of you just creating a design and then converting it to a website. That's the easiest way I can tell you in terms of how you can utilize Canva for websites. So one, I think a key thing I should do that I'm missing out for some of you guys here is, let me just go back to my homepage. So one of the things is you can go to your homepage, and on this tab, you're going to see website. So you can select create new website, right? And like I said, has a very similar layout, like if you're creating a presentation. And if, again, you're scratching your head, you don't consider yourself a designer, but you have the vision in mind, you can use Canva's premium templates. And remember, anywhere you see a crown, that is part of Canva Pro. So if you don't have, what would I say? If you don't have Canva Pro, there will be some amount of limitation, but you still can create your designs using Canva, right? So just to point that out to you, or if you want to, you can create your graphics from scratch and go ahead. All right. So this is just a blank page, and I could just go ahead and just add different pages if I wanted to this design, right? But I'm going right back to my tab where I am showing you how I utilize it for client work specifically. All right. All right. So I have my client portal here. And of course, your design can be is that you can make it animated. That is just one of the other things as well. You want your website or your graphics to be engaging. You can also add some amount of animation, and you can also integrate other apps and tools into your design, right? So this is my client portal. I'm just going to show you a quick preview here of what that looks like, right? So with preview, I'm able to see my website, what it looks like. And this is just a very basic layout, to be honest, right? I have the option to resize it on mobile, right? And I also have the option to include a navigation menu. So these are some things, and I also have the option to see what it looks like on mobile version. So these are some things that you can see. And one of the key things about preview, right, is that it helps you to be like, all right, here's what I did, this design, it looks good for desktop, but maybe it doesn't look so good on mobile. So I can go ahead and just change some of the content in terms of how it is laid out and improve it for my clients, right? So most of my clients would view my website for the portal via desktop, but also, you know, when I send an email, I can say, hey, this is best viewed on desktop versus mobile, that kind of thing. I can just be very transparent. Or, you know, depending on the type of content you're adding to your web page or your website, then of course you can change the layout to make it more user friendly and engaging for your audience or your clients rather. So right, so I've created like a home page or I would say a header section of websites. If you don't have knowledge on websites or Canva, I have a video. I have tons of videos on my YouTube channel, by the way. But I have a video on YouTube where I talk about Canva for websites. I went through the basics of websites, why you need them, how to use it for Canva, and so on. So you can check out my description. So the link will be in the description. All the links and stuff I've been talking about will be in the description. So when you watch the replay, if you want to go back, you will find them here. All right. So I've included like a welcome message for my clients. I've also shared information on how to use the portal. And I have another page that talks. So this will include like my client name, project overview, deliverables, just give them an overview of what they can expect for this session, right? So these are some things as well that I have included, right? Then I have this section called deliverables. Now, one of the ways you can get very creative here is one, if you want to make, say for instance, you are doing your rolling out the deliverables in phase by phase or by milestones, you can literally include like different elements. So you can say, well, this particular deliverable is not yet available, and you add a lock tool, right? If, for instance, you want to say, well, this deliverable is available and it is unlocked, you can look for an unlock, for a lock that is open, right? So let me look for lock open. Right, so I could go here and I just pull my design or the element here rather, and I said, okay, this is unlocked, and my clients would know. I also include like a call to action, like, hey, or just update them, currently being updated, as you can see from the lock sign. So they will know, all right, I can't click this at all, or I can give them clear instructions, click here for access, but also make this clickable as well. So I can highlight this, right? And I can make the clickable, right? So I can look for the link. So for instance, I can just choose a link. Let me just add that here. Paste it, done. So when my client goes onto the portal, once they click anything related to this element or graphic, once they click it, it directs them to the page. All right. So I'm going to give you a quick example. I actually used a link for my PayPal, just an example, right? And so they click it and they'll be able to view it, right? But I am going to undo all of that because I actually have a actual workbook template that when I click it, my client can find it. All right. Then I have the option as well, click the links above, that kind of thing, right? And then at the end, I would include like a call to action, or if they have any questions, or you can just be very creative as a business owner, as an entrepreneur. You can include your call to action, FAQs. If you want to include like your videos or that kind of thing, you can do that. Another way in which I have used this client portal in the past is, one, I go to the section called apps, then I'm going to search for YouTube, right? And once I select YouTube, hold on. I don't think you guys are seeing. Let me share my screen. Not sure what happened there, but let me just go back for a second. Not sure where I missed you guys. For those of you who are joining live, can you comment and let me know where did I miss you guys? Yes, please share where did I stop? Let me know where you're not currently seeing my video or the shared screen so I can fix that for you instantly. So I'll go back there. All right. So for just this purpose, I'm not sure where I dropped off, but I'm looking at the comments. Looking at the comments and seeing where I dropped off so I can just fix that for you guys instantly. All right. So while your guys are able to share, I am just going to go here and I'm just going to do a quick refresher. All right. So the quick refresher is I have created a client portal using Canva for websites. Canva for websites doesn't take away from you hiring a professional website designer to create a website, right? I always like to say your website is your hub, it's your home, it is where your clients or your audience can find you. Should an app or social media platform get banned, should your social media account get hacked, should you lose access to it, all the things. So you want a central place where persons can find you, your content, your work, all the things. And so if you are trying to be budget friendly, you don't have the resources right now to hire a website designer, you can utilize Canva websites for things like one, client portal in this case, for a training hub, for those of you who probably provide training, for those of you who want to share your portfolio of your work. These are all platform ways in which you can use Canva for websites, right? I've shared with you the portal, the welcome page, how you can easily make your links clickable, and so on, right? So I'm just going through now, sharing with you how you can, one, integrate a video, from YouTube on your web page. So for me, I can search for my channel on YouTube, Carey Digital, right? And one of the first ones I'm seeing here is just some of my recent videos, and I can just simply select it and add it to the page. Again, I can change how I want it to be integrated. So if I want to create like a resources page for my clients or for anyone, I could add my YouTube video here. I also have the option to change where I want this to be viewed. So I can, one of the ways I try to be very efficient, guys, I don't always create a new text. I just do a lot of copy and paste. So if I have an element on another page that I want to use, I just copy and paste. And I do a lot of resizing, by the way, right? That's one of the ways I am very efficient in my business. I'm not trying to create everything from scratch, right? So if I want to add resource videos, I can add multiple videos here, right? Let me look for another video. And I can resize it. This is for YouTube, right? So I have two videos there. If I want to, I can add multiple for the purpose of this video. I am just layout. If you are creating a website, you want to make it mobile friendly. You don't only want to make it viewable just for desktop, right? So based on this particular layout, it might not be the best for mobile, but I can always check the preview. Right? For things like this. All right. So now let's go to publish website. With publishing website, you are now able to see all the things. Resize on mobile. I can include a navigation page. I can see or create my website URL. In my masterclass, if it's your first time being introduced to websites, I will show you how you can create your website URL and the backlinks, all the things. So I'll not be covering that in this session, but I do have a YouTube video where I covered how to create your website using Canva. You can also go ahead and add your website description up to 160 words. You can make it password protected. So if, for instance, you're just creating this for your clients and just say someone pounds up on this web page, you can ensure that it is password protected, right? So these are some things that you can do, and I can publish the website. Once I have published my website, I want to make sure I share that with you. Once I have published my website, one of the things is that I cannot make any edits, right? I cannot make any edits to it when it is published. And publish and then start making edits. I'm going to show you how to do that in just a sec, right? So let me add this back for your viewing. So now we have our website. So I can copy the URL there, or I can select view website. So let me share my tab. So it's loading. All right. So if you realize I have some amount of animation going on here in the background with the elements in the back, right? You're seeing the welcome page, you're seeing how to use the portal, you're seeing client information, you're seeing deliverables. So this is what my client or a typical client would see on the back end, right? Now, remember I said some of these deliverables are not yet available. So I've locked these elements. So if they click on it, they won't be able to view. However, once the deliverable is available, they can click it and it would send them to the exact deliverable, resource sheet, video, whatever it is that you want them to be directed to. Once they click it, they'll be able to view it. So this is just an example. I said it's a workbook. Once they click it, they're able to view this workbook, right? So that's another example. I can also go back to the website and I can say, hey, I want to see this video. You know, I provided bonus resources for my client. They want to watch the video. They can watch it from the website, right? So everything is there for your audience viewing. They can start watching it, or they can watch the actual video from here. So I don't have to send them to YouTube or send them all over the place. They have a central location that they can do every single thing. You're not seeing the website? I just saw this comment. I'm not loving this. Yes, man. You're not seeing the website? Let me share the website again. For those of you who weren't able to see the website, this is now the website, right? That was published. And you're able to see everything. So you can click the link to access the resource pages or the whichever resource I am directing my user to. Okay, thank you for the feedback. So now you should be able to be seeing my website, correct? Give me a thumbs up if you are seeing a website. All right. Thank you so much for your engagement and your feedback. I appreciate it greatly. All right. So now that you're seeing the website, this is what it would look like. So my audience, my clients actually can view all the deliverables available to them. They can click and see, or rather find, all right. So one, they click the link, it shows them this web page, right? Not web page, sorry, worksheet that I've provided for them. All right. And then we can scroll through again. And if I have a video that I inputted from YouTube, they can watch the video from here. I'm going to show you how you can, right? So they can watch the video from here. So I don't have to be sending them all over the place, right? And you also have the option, you do also have the option to what would I say, to include, upload your videos and include them here as well. So I'm just going to show you that quickly, and then I'm just going to open the floor for some questions. You just shoot them here and I'll answer you. All right, so let's go back to Canva, my session. So perfect. So you've seen the website. Like I was saying to you earlier, I am not able to make any edits here unless I select edit design, because one, my website is already published, right? So if I want to make any edits, I would have to select edit design, make the necessary changes to the design, and then republish the website. So my audience, my clients, whoever, to show you how you can upload your videos or add your videos rather to your website. All right. So I have some videos here. All right. This can be another resource page. All right. So I'm adding 2 videos or one of the 3 videos. All right. I know you love Canva. All right. So here is the thing, right? We have 3 videos. Now that we have the 3 videos, one of the things that might happen is that all the videos start playing at the same time. We don't want that. We don't want that at all. So hold on, let me just change the placement here. Let's close something here. All right. So we have all the videos. I have the option to one. I can say I want my audio to be muted. So it depends on, again, on the type of video that you're sharing, right? Maybe if you're doing a walkthrough of how to use a thing, you don't necessarily have to have an audio. You can also include your captions. Captions is automatically integrated with Canva. So as you realize for this video, you're seeing the caption. However, there are apps that you can utilize to add some style to your captions, right? But these videos already have captions, right? So I can mute my video. I can enhance my voice, which is part of Canva Pro, or one second, and let me see it or automatically. No, because I have 3 videos on one page, I don't want all of them to play automatically, right? I want my video to play, I want to give my user the option to select the video they want to watch or see, right? So I'm going to turn off autoplay or play automatically, sorry. And I would go ahead and do that for all the videos, right? So let me just do that quickly. There's another one. Source, or you're giving them a walkthrough, whatever it is, whether you're creating a client portal or you're creating a portfolio. These are all things you can bear in mind. So again, you use your creative mind, you get very creative about how you want your websites to look, how you want your website to feel, and you create it like that. All right, so I'm going to just republish this website for your viewing. Right, so let me just add it to this thing so you guys can see. All right, so I can republish this website as you're seeing here, and you can just see what it would look like. All right, so while we're waiting for our website to go live, I'd love to hear from you guys. What has been your greatest takeaway? Comment below, and introduced to you for the first time, that you think that I didn't cover that you'd love to hear about. Let me know, comment below, and I can explore creating a video that simply, answer your comments. It all depends on what it is, or direct you to a video that I've already created here on YouTube. All right, so we're going to view our website. And these are just some great ways you can utilize Canva. Like I said, this year, and like a lot of my clients, they want to be more efficient in their business, right? They don't want to be scratching their head about how to use Canva. They want to be able to utilize Canva in a way that's not only for designing, but how they can be more efficient. I am all about efficiency. I am all about how can I improve my workflow, make my client experiences much better. I'm all about that. So like I shared earlier, I have an upcoming masterclass that will be held on February the 1st. I'm excited about it. And in that masterclass, I am going to do a dive into how you can utilize Canva for your business like a pro. from streamlining your workflows to everything, right? So you can check it out. February 1st, I'm offering this for a special discounted rate of $47, 47 US actually. And the price goes back to its original price to $97 on the 23rd. So you can learn more and sign up here. I'm going to show you just again what that is like. So here's the exact web link that you guys can go and visit to, you know, sign up, register, tell a friend about it. And like I said, I'm just excited about just diving deeper into how you can better utilize Canva. So opening the floor for any questions. Do I have any questions here? If you have no questions, feel free to just drop it in the comments. Maybe you want to rewatch this video. Maybe there's something that you missed. You can just come back, watch the video, ask me questions like, hey, Carey, I'm not clear. Hey, Carey, I'm trying to figure this thing out. And of course, if you want a deeper dive, I'm inviting you to my Canva Masterclass. So I'm sharing with you again the webpage so you guys can see what that looks like. And yeah, it was just a productive time for this live session. Like I said, it's a 2-hour masterclass that I'll be hosting. Still thinking about adding an extra hour. I think one of the bonus will be an extra hour. So clear your schedule for February 1st at 10 a.m. Jamaica time. And we'll be just going through Canva, not from the basic surface level, but how to use it for your website, how to use it for social media, how to create your presentations. I'm touching on some of the pressing issues that you guys might be having with Canva and how you can be more efficient. Again, this is a special limited time offer for $47. The original price is $97. So right now you're actually saving $50 if you sign up between today and the 22nd of January. And I am just so excited to just do a deeper dive into these sessions. So thank you guys for joining my session this morning on how to use Canva for your business in 2025. I've given you a guide, but I'm going to do a deeper dive in the Canva Masterclass. I'm excited about it. I'm glad to have you. I'm glad for your engagement and interaction. If there's anyone you know who would really benefit from this session, please to share it with them. Give this video a thumbs up and a like. If you're not subscribed to this video, please subscribe, not video, but channel rather. If you have not subscribed to this channel, please subscribe, share this video with a friend, tell a friend about this, and the list goes on. All right. So thank you again so much, guys, for joining, and I wish for you a great week. By the way, tomorrow I'll be going live again at 10 a.m. and tomorrow I'll be talking about how to utilize social media as a introverted entrepreneur, right? So we're going to talk about some strategies and how you can utilize Canva to be more efficient. So I am excited about that as well. So you can join me here tomorrow again at 10 a.m. where I'll be just diving into some strategies to how you can utilize social media, right? And how I have gotten more confident on camera, that kind of thing, right? Because this year is about being bold and courageous in our pursuits. And I'm just excited to just talk to you guys more about that. So thanks for watching, guys. And until tomorrow, bye.